After taking a 26-hour train ride from central Turkey in Ankara to a far eastern part called Kars, we're going to be seeing some really amazing Armenian ruins today, as well as a few other things probably. We're at our apartment now, but we need to head down because our driver is right about to pick us up. And unless we gave him the wrong address, we made it outside before our driver.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's smaller what they had today. Then British left the way to the Batumi. They were sailing away to United Kingdom. Then we get treaty with Armenian, and Armenia's second biggest city is Gümrü. It's like 70 kilometers away from here.
After just about a 40-minute car ride from Kars, we have pulled up to the Ani ruins, and we just bought our tickets. I think it was 180 lira each, which is about $5. And already this is so much more incredible than either of us were expecting. The ruins are so intact, and the city wall that we're walking up to right now is so much bigger than we were expecting. I think this is going to be a really, really cool day trip. Marshall is completely in his element right now. Our guide is going through with us and giving us so much history on this place. I think he said we're going to be here for about 3 hours, so we are going to learn so much today and see so much incredible stuff. So far, we've just walked through the city wall, and we learned that this city was double walled. There's 2 layers to the city wall, which is the first time that we've seen that. Just a little extra layer of protection. And right now, I mean, a lot of the wall has been destroyed, and especially the first layer is a lot shorter than the second, but still, just walking in between those layers was there's still so much left of it. It's so incredible.
The history lesson has definitely been a crash course.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretty much like a couple thousand years of history in the last hour. So it's a little hard to take it all in. So we haven't spoken a ton yet, but this is actually an abandoned Armenian village that, as we've learned throughout today, has changed hands many times. And so a lot of what we see has been built up over the years by different religions and dynasties. We can literally see into Armenia right now, and the borders aren't actually open between Turkey and Armenia. There's some tension. You can see like on the horizon, there are guard towers and other military pieces of equipment and buildings, and so I guess those are like Russian installments on the Armenian border. So we are very, very close to Armenia and kind of Russian territory. This is pretty surreal.
There's so many inscriptions that you can see just peeking through. Like here you can see some, and then on all of these. I can't believe how much detail is still left.
This is so fascinating. There are, like we're talking, this has been controlled by so many different people. There's Georgian writing on the outside of this, and then there's Persian and Armenian writings everywhere. But the interior of the arch is just so ridiculous. The pattern is so intricate, and just the fact that we can walk through this whole thing It's just absolutely insane. This feels more than a lot of places that we've been. Like we're walking through history. There really is just so much that has gone on inside these walls. Yeah, this is so surreal. Oh wow. So we're pretty much right on a fault line right now. There are valleys pretty much surrounding this from a couple of the sides. And I guess that's what partially made this such a well-fortified city. There's walls behind us and then valleys over here. Yeah.
Makes sense why there's been so many earthquakes right here. So much of this, like a lot of the destruction has been done by earthquakes, which obviously something this old just naturally
deteriorates, but yeah, definitely a lot because of the earthquakes.
I can show you there. Then that city wall. Look at this. So we are here.
We're really getting so much history thrown at us at once, so we're trying our best to kind of absorb it all. And right now we're standing on a cliffside overlooking this canyon, and you can see there's a bunch of cave dwellings all along it. And apparently at some point all of these cave dwellings were hidden from the outside, and the reason that we can see them now is because of earthquakes over time have slowly chipped away and made them visible to us, I think is what he was saying. We are also coming up on this incredible church, which has been the most well-preserved thing that we have seen here so far. And apparently the reason that it has been so well preserved is because of the way that it was built. The circular structure and the way that the stones are laid together makes it easier to move along with earthquakes. So apparently whoever built this did a very good job in making it resistant to a lot of the earthquakes that the other structures have not been able to hold up against. Wow. Whoa. Inside this church, you can see just a tiny bit of paintings that are still left. There's a little bit of blue. You can see some shadows of what were frescoes of the 12 apostles, I think is what the guide said it was. It's definitely the most faded art that we have seen in a church, but just to be able to see anything in something like this, this place is just continuing to impress me. We had our expectations so much lower than this, and we were still so excited to come here, and it's just so far exceeded our expectations in every way so far. I think this spot right now that I'm standing at is the coolest spot that we have been in Ani. And right now I am standing in Türkiye, in Ani, and right here is Armenia. This river is the border between the two countries. And on top of that, there's just so much in view right now. There's the gorgeous river separating the two countries. There are remnants from a bridge connecting the two sides. There is a convent, there is a cathedral, a mosque, and a monastery in the distance. This is just such a beautiful sight, and there's so much going on right here. This is this is amazing.
Our tour said he wants to show my girlfriend something.
Girlfriend? I got downgraded. He wants to show me what? Oh gosh.
It's an aqueduct, so like before praying, Muslims, they have to wash their bodies, and so this would be the drain system from the bathhouse, which is right over here, and then it comes down over here. And there's a huge aqueduct down here, and they actually, you can see they had terracotta piping.
Wow.
So they had water piping running under the ground because they couldn't have it above ground or else it would freeze in the winter.
That's really cool. And that's like with timing of this, because he said the minaret was in what, 1064? Yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
It also helped because then with the water supplies being underground, they couldn't poison the water supply if you were under siege.
Nice.
Terracotta.
They thought of so much.
There is a corridor. You are coming along with that corridor. Lentils, chickpeas, rice, and the bulgur. Do you know bulgur? Couscous. Because there was no air conditioning at the time.
Wow.
And the mechanical air conditioning. They used this natural air conditioning
passing by the cellars with all the food storage made Sabrina hungry.
Yeah.
It's crazy how this stuff is just hiding out.
Can you see the frescoes on that? Just on the outside.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like we can go down there too. So this is probably one of the best preserved places as far as the artwork goes. But still, the earthquakes here have just completely devastated this, and I can see why, especially after the Silk Road left, that this place was abandoned. And the crazy thing is, this place had its peak and been a massive part of the Silk Road, and then collapsed all by the time that the 1300s roll around. So this place has been abandoned for like over 700 years, which is just absolutely insane.
Up until we were leaving Ani, we didn't know that we were going anywhere other than Ani.
Yeah, we kind of thought we were just coming back.
Yeah, but we just took, I think, about a 2-hour drive over to a lake. I think it's called Lake Çildir, which I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think it's Lake Çildir. And I think we're just stopping here to get some lunch. We are right on the water, and we're
getting like a local fish meal and then some meatballs,
yes,
which have been amazing everywhere we've tried them.
Oh gosh, and there's poop all
having
over the street.
Having to avoid the poop. But yeah, we're just in the middle of a village and we're gonna get a local lunch. But yeah, the history lesson has continued on.
It has, definitely. Yeah, I think this is a much more, I don't know, this day is turning out to be much different than I expected it to be. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, our host is super nice, and the other guy on here is also really nice. We've learned so much from both of them.
Yes, I feel very much not as knowledgeable as I should be traveling in this region, but it's been so awesome.
You can see that
Royal chocolate stove.
it's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels wonderful.
It's time for strips, right? Thank you.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Have everything with you?
Okay, we just pulled up to our last stop of the day, and I guess as far as we know, our last stop of the day. I do want to apologize if we're not capturing this day very well. This is our first day trying to film a video while we're with other people, and we're trying to find a good balance of capturing everything without letting it affect the experience. So I apologize if it's not great, but we're trying our best, and hopefully we'll be better at it next time we do something like this. Right now we're walking up to what is called Satan's Castle. And there's really not a lot of information that I've been able to find on this online, but it is perched in this valley on a cliffside. And I guess we're still keeping up with the finding new favorites everywhere we go, because this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This just feels like it's out of a painting. It doesn't even look real. Oh my gosh.
This is just so ridiculous that we are pretty much the only ones here, right in the middle of this castle in the middle of a valley.
Oh my gosh, does this just take us right on the edge of the cliff?
This takes us right on the edge. This is crazy. Oh, okay, it doesn't go down that far actually.
No.
We've almost stormed the castle. We're to the gates.
Come on! Oh!
Hopefully we make it to the top. This is insane. Ah, the brisk air feels so good. This is like the perfect weather for a hike.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love this.
It's pretty cold still.
I love this weather for hikes. I think this is the way.
This is the entrance to getting into the little castle fortress. Oh, this is so cool. I can't believe this is just open to come inside and oh no. This feels like it could just crumble on top of you. That's terrifying. So we haven't found a way to get up to the top up here, but we did get to the edge, like literally the edge. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna drop my phone. And this is just, oh wow.
It's so remote. Like it feels like we're the only ones up here.
It
I mean,
does.
we pretty much
kind of are.
There's like 6
three other people
total. 2 of them are with us. 2 of them we actually picked up.
So they're kind of all with us.
Yeah.
We're kind of all in the same group, and that's the entirety of people up here. And this is just, yeah. I love, one of my favorite things about this, and one thing, like I said, it kind of feels like a painting, is that all the colors kind of match. Like it's fall, so the grass, like the whole side of the mountain is just kind of dead grass. And then the castle is just, you know, it's just, it all just fits. It all goes so, it looks like a theme. It looks like there's a filter on everything, and it looks crazy. And we came in right down there, and yeah, we hiked along all of this, and our tour guide's van is right there. My face is not happy with that. We thought we might be coming to this castle tomorrow or the next day or whenever we are heading to Georgia, because it's on the way to the border, and we had no idea we were doing it today, and we honestly were considering just asking to skip it so that we can get to Georgia earlier. But I'm so happy we were able to do this today. What a fun surprise. This day has taken such a turn from what I expected. I thought we were gonna be home by now, sitting in a cafe maybe, but no, we're on a cliff in a castle.
This is a little bit better than sitting in a cafe. I think this is literally the perfect place. I mean, it's the end of our day, so I think we're gonna end it here, but this has been such a surprisingly eventful day, and just such a fun way to spend our last like real full day here in Turkey. Turkey has been such an amazing country, and I feel like we didn't even
have so much to come back for.
So much.
So much.
So much.
And we can't wait to. We don't know when that'll be, but we'll definitely be back.
Yeah, such an amazing country. We're gonna end the video here, and we'll see you in Georgia.